Well, greetings again from beautiful little Glen Rose, Texas, where we live, and I want to talk to you something about a very interesting case. This is a lady who worked for me for several years and learned a good bit about orthodontics, and we had to do several things on her. She had a temporomandibular joint problem, and she had narrow arches. Both of them were narrow and made the facial structure too protrusive out here. And we had I don't think we had wisdom teeth or anything there, so we did not want to take any teeth out, so we broadened the arch, and as you make it wider, the front goes in like that. And I wanted to show you how you can do that. And this is on an adult, and we widened that with these large arch wires. We didn't separate the palate, we just expanded the arch, and it kind of stretches the bone structure. It changes the shape of the palate up there, and it just worked out great on this lady. And later she went to work for an orthodontist up in Granbury, I think, and we watched her for several years, and she knew stuff about orthodontics. I don't think the man she worked for understood that exactly. So let's get into this and show you as soon as short time as we can. Let me see. I've got folks up in here. All right, this is her, and she is, we broadened that arch out, and the arches are narrow. If you will go along here with me for a minute, we'll see them. Now, this is back in 1987, and that's when we started the case, and we show it back to 92, I think, is the last picture I've got here. Now, we took an adult person and we widened these arches out with these large arch wires. We call them some of the students and people that took the course just named them the Big Daddy arch wires, and so everybody calls them that now. That's a funny name, but you can use an 040 round wire or an 036. If you don't get enough force out of one, you can put the other one on. And we put the arches kind of low on the mouth. You see down here, so you don't see them too much in wearing them. And we were able to widen this arch out with just a wire on the outside and watching that. And you can pull the arch out in this area, or you can take it of the molar area. And she had a TMJ problem, and so we had to advance her mandible, and we put some blocks on here. We bonded blocks on there, and then we raised the molar to come in contact, and when it got in contact, we held it there and had her in contact up here on a ramp, and we took these off, and then they came in contact. It's a complicated case where you're doing TMJ work along with your regular orthodontics. Now, we had a little problem here. We stripped the lower anterior central here, and we have to bring it in some to get the tissue to come over that too. I put that tag over it, but you can see it later on when you come in. Now, here it is a little later down the line, and that tooth is back in line now. See, we've covered it up. The tissue grew back up over it. And watch these tissue. We're going to compare the lower and the upper arches and show you the expansion that we got. We expanded the cuspage, and you'll see they're angled back like this. We didn't just take them and lean them out like that. That is why they came back together on they said you couldn't widen them. Well, you can widen them, and she's an adult, and we just really did widen these quite a bit right there. So here is the start 87, and there's the finish part over on this. The right side is the finish part. It's 96, and we started it in 87. So we got 3 and 6, about 9 years that you can see it go. Then we'll have to look at the different, you can take some time and study this yourself. And here is the facial pictures at that point. There's one picture I didn't get to show in there. It's comparing the arches to start with. But anyway, we had some real narrow arches, and they're both widened out. We'll show that in this right here, but I don't have the upper and lower arches to show you that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you pick up something from this. This is a pretty complicated case, but it can be done, and you took these large arch wires and just expanded this. And when we expanded the laterally expansion, we brought the facial structure in, and the arch wires the arches that were narrow, we made them broader, and it brought the facial structure in. And we've got her bringing this jaw forward, and it got rid of the temporomandibular joint problem that we have back here. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to sign off again here. Thank you. Okay, I forgot to show you one main thing in this case right here, and that's how we widen this upper and lower arch out. And if you widen something, you bring it back from the outside, you pull her face in, and you reduce the profile a little by widening this out. And this is on an adult now. And we took this arch right here and made it this wide with those large arch wires. And we would build those wires out like this, or you can build them out. You can widen any part of this you want to, and they would come out like that and widen it out to this shape right here. And you can see and people said, well, you can't widen the cuspids out. Here are the cuspid teeth right here, and they're angled wrong right now. We took these cuspids and spread them out this much, like here, and then we got them over here about that much. And this is on an adult, and we did it with an arch wire on the outside of the mouth, the outside of the teeth, I'm sorry, and just expanded them, and we put buccal root torque in it, and we got the roots. See, they're not just leaning out like this, like take this tooth here and widen it out here without bringing the roots. The roots are out there with them. The roots came out with them. So you put this buccal root torque in there to do the upper, lower teeth like that. There's just a tremendous amount to learn in this particular case. And I hope that it will reach people that need to do this. Now, we had no wisdom teeth, or we probably could have taken some 6-year molars out or something like that and brought it in and done a similar thing. But if you didn't have the teeth there, we didn't want to extract any more teeth, So we did this without extraction, and this is 92, and I know this lady now, and it's still out there. And this is 2003 or something like that, 2002. And so I want to tell you, you can widen adults. I don't care how old they are. I think I could widen my own arch out at 94. So there's no reason for us to say we can't do this adult orthodontics and fix the people like we want them. And if you notice, we put a upper retainer with a ramp, and it holds her jaw forward and keeps the condyle from impinging on the retrodiscal tissue, and she has no jaw joint problem at all in here. So thanks again. I'm sorry I didn't think of this before we got to this point. So we'll check with you later now. Thank you for calling.